AK Caroline's pregnant. So why the did she have fresh injection marks from fillers all over her upper lip in early December, knowing that she was pregnant? You do not get fillers or Botox when you are pregnant.
Yikes, that's right. Karoline Leavitt has been getting lip fillers done whilst pregnant, and the internet is freaking the out. That's right, in a shocking and rare example of Republican hypocrisy, reports are swirling that Karoline Leavitt has been getting risky cosmetic procedures done and potentially endangering the health of her unborn baby. And when I say shocking and rare Republican hypocrisy, I'm being sarcastic. Wow, a sarcastic Brit. How shocking and rare. Luckily for you, this sarcastic Brit is here to break down all the latest batshit Republican scandals and drama. So subscribe to Raw America, like the video, and sit back and relax as I get into a new daily segment I'm calling Dear God, what the fuck has the GOP been up to this week? For those of you who were lucky enough to miss out on the origin of this drama, a few weeks back Vanity Fair put out a photo shoot from the White House that was as haunting as it was artistic. Much was made at the time of this absolutely batshit insane close-up of I'm sorry, I've got a terrible stutter, of Karoline Leavitt. What a terrible day to have retinas. But this drama only continued to implode as bittersweet Karoline recently announced the day after Christmas that she's pregnant, causing the internet to be like, wait, hold up?
AK Caroline's pregnant, and she's due in May. Meaning she knew she was pregnant when she did that Vanity Fair shoot. That Vanity Fair shoot that was done in early December. So why the fuck did she have fresh injection marks from fillers
point at it.
over her upper lip in early December, knowing that she was pregnant? It is common fucking knowledge that you do not get fillers or Botox when you are pregnant. The reasons being, first, that there are ethical concerns that prevent studies using filler on pregnant women. They are not going to use pregnant women as a guinea pig to see the side effects of a cosmetic procedure.
Okay, I don't know who this lady is, but since when have Republicans been worried about ethical concerns? I mean, come on.
Second, hormonal changes. Pregnancy affects your immune system and fluid balance. Potentially altering filler results in increasing side effects like swelling or bruising. That's why it looks so fucking awful. And last, the FDA does not approve dermal fillers for use during pregnancy or breastfeeding.
The FDA killjoys.
So what medical professional actually gave her fillers? How fucking unethical.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to guess it's this guy.
Was it RFK Jr.? Because Jesus Christ, who the fuck does that? Also, congratulations, Karoline, on becoming a girl mom. I think it's going to be awesome when you defend your son for calling her piggy or stupid or telling her to shut up.
All right, that was fun. Okay, so she broke down most of the reasons why this is a terrible and reckless idea, and that's not even getting into the real hypocrisy of this, but don't worry, I'm gonna fucking get into that. But here's a few more, just a quick Google. Key risks and concerns, lip fillers, risky with pregnancy. Primary concern, they haven't been tested on pregnant women. She mentioned that. Immune response, pregnancy alters the immune system, potentially increasing the risk of adverse reactions to filler, but who cares, right? Lips go brrr. Any needle injection carries an infection risk, and treating it during pregnancy can be complicated. Who cares? Who cares if you get an infection whilst carrying a baby? Hormonal fluctuations. Pregnancy hormones can cause more swelling and affect blood flow, making filler results unpredictable or worsening side effects like bruising. Maybe that explains the sheer horror we all just had to witness. And lidocaine, for example. I mean, lidocaine's great fun. What do these stiffs know? At the bottom it says, expert recommendation, medical professionals strongly advise postponing lip fillers until after pregnancy and breastfeeding to be safe. Okay, but medical professionals recommend that you wash your hands, they tell you to get vaccinated, they tell you not to drink bleach, they tell you to give your baby Tylenol so it turns into the walking undead. I mean, what do they know? Let's not forget, Republicans are the ones who are absolutely gaga about unborn babies. Unborn babies are like these mystical, perfect creatures to them. That is, until they invent a needle long enough to give a baby lip fillers in the womb. Trump himself has claimed that Democrats support abortions after birth, which is an impressively stupid statement, even by his own lofty standards. And yet, Karoline Leavitt is out there doing something that's regarded as so careless and reckless to your unborn baby's health that it was a meme on TikTok before this news ever broke. Check out these clips. This is what medical professionals on TikTok think of Leavitt's actions, and bear in mind, these videos are all a couple of years old. Short and simple. What else is there?
I'm pregnant. It's amazing. Thank you.
Okay, so they're making fun of the sort of person that would even consider getting a lip filler whilst pregnant, but that doesn't mean anything, I'm sure. Okay, so he works in a medical spa and does this for a living, but what would he know? I mean, the Trump presidency's taught us anything. It's the experts don't know shit, right?
Reason with fillers. So same thing, studies aren't generally done with women who are pregnant or breastfeeding and then having fillers injected because it's for a cosmetic reason.
What a morally corrupt society we live in where they won't even test pointless cosmetic surgeries on pregnant women. I mean, just, chill.
And more of the concern would be if you are doing that or have had that done during pregnancy, the concern would be what would happen if you were to get an infection or have a complication that would then require more invasive treatment that again could affect your pregnancy or your child. So that's the reason we also stay away from filler during those times.
If you're interested in the actual study information published by the American Academy of Neurology,
I've never even heard of them, so
part in the comment section. And
whatever. Okay, so we just heard from a bunch of professionals. Professional squares, am I right? That's right, Caroline. The medical community was making fun of people like you well before this happened. This isn't some unknown thing. It's a trashy and reckless thing done by somebody who seemingly cares more about their appearance than the health of their unborn child. Listen to this absolute drivel Mrs. Leavitt said whilst announcing her future little unborn grifter on Instagram. My heart is overflowing with gratitude to God for the blessing of motherhood, which I truly believe is the closest thing to heaven on earth. And when she says closest, she means because to her, actual heaven is having a surgeon inject chemicals into your smackers. And what's the risk of a few miscarriages in the face of actual heaven? Mwah! There's another element of hypocrisy here which I seriously cannot stand. It's fundamentalist Christians like Mrs. K who religiously cling to the Bible, or at least the parts they like, and claim God is all-knowing, God doesn't make mistakes, and God's creations are perfect. That's right, we're God's perfect creations, except he forgot to make my lips thicker and my ass fat. I'm British Chris, and this is Raw America.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back from after Christmas break. I hope every single one of you celebrated the birth of baby Jesus now that the only president who's been anointed by God is in office. You're welcome that we even let you sit in the same room as us. I'm sure some of you have heard the announcement that I am expecting the spawn of Satan. I mean, my husband's second child. The best part about having a husband who's so much older than me, besides the fact that he has so much money and I don't have to work a job, but apparently I do still work a job because I'm a good Christian woman. The best part about having a husband who's so much older than me is that he gets to be both their dad and their grandpa at the same time. Even President Trump has noticed some changes in my body. Yeah, he's noticed some things about me have changed. And yeah, I know my lips are more voluptuous than ever. This is natural. This is natural. I know that people have been saying that I got lip fillers, but that is not true. Those are lies from the mainstream media, and I won't accept that. No, my face just is looking this way because I am joyous with my second pregnancy. And I have never had lip fillers in my life. I don't need them. My lips are lush. My husband loves them. That's how I got pregnant.